Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to show you guys my normal going out makeup look. It's super easy for me, of course. It's more steps that I'm showing you guys and talking, but it's a really sultry, smoky eyes. It's a little bit more three-dimensional than the classic. So we're going to go ahead and put on our primer. I'm using the Face Protect Protection Visage by MAC SPF 50. I'm going to go ahead and use my Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is this right here. Then we're going to take the Urban Decay Naked palette right here, and I'm going to use this color, which is called Dark Horse. It's the perfect color for something like this, you guys are going to see. So I'm just going to use a medium shader brush like that. You're going to put that just kind of messily all over your eyelid. You can pull it up over your crease, but don't make it too dark. To intensify this color, if you do want to go super dark, then you can put a black base. If you have the MAC Fluid Line in Black Track, or the Paint Pot in Black Ground, those work really well. We're going to go ahead and take a blending brush just like this. We're going to add a little bit more of the Dark Horse on there. I'm just going to kind of blend that up. Alright, after you do that, we're going to use a highlight color. For this one, to keep it simple, just use a matte highlight. I'm using Inglot's 328 right here. And any brush is really fine. I'm just going to use this one. Then go ahead and line your eyes. So I'm using an Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner right here. Then we are going to go in with this brush and just go ahead and smudge out that eyeliner line. Make sure you line your bottom lash line as well with this black color. And make it a thick, dark line. Alright, we have a little bit more to do to the eyes, but we're going to do that after we do the face. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys out so y'all can see the face. Alright, so for the face, I'm going to use cream foundations. I just find that they photograph really well, so they're my go-to for nighttime stuff. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is use two different cream foundations. This is Mehron's Celebre Cream Makeup in Medium Dark 1. And this is Graftobian's color in Desert Sand. So I'm using those two for my all-over face color. So what I like to do is just use a brush like this. And I'm just going to put my brush into both and just kind of get a good in-between color for me. Then what I'm also going to do is, since this color is a little bit darker for me, I'm going to use this on the darker areas of my face, like my chin and the lower parts of my face. I don't worry about making it clean. Then I'm going to go into Desert Sand and get like the higher planes of my face like this taken care of. And especially down the nose. Very important area to highlight. This area is also important. Alright, and then alright, then after that we're going to go into this color right here, which is also by Mehron, which is called Dark 4. I think it's the darkest color that they have. And we're going to just go ahead and create some harsh lines for where we're going to be contouring. Alright, I know I look crazy, but we're going to watch it disappear. Then with the damp beauty blender is where all the blending comes into play. See how flawlessly this beauty blender blends colors? I really think it's one of the best out there in terms of utensils to use for makeup. Alright, then of course if you're under eye area, so for that I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear in NW35. Alright, then you guys are probably wondering that this face looks so oily, right? Well, we are going to fix that up with some Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder and a big powder puff. So we're going to fix that up with some Ben Nye Banana Powder and a powder puff. So just go ahead and take a good amount of Ben Nye Banana Powder on your powder puff. And just go ahead and start powdering. Don't go over the areas that we put on the darker foundation, like on my top of the hairline, hollows of the cheeks just yet. Alright, now before we move on, let's go ahead and do some few extra steps for our eyes. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is highlight the inner corner of our eyes. We're using that same Inglot color in 328 for that. Just like that, and then blend out any harsh edges that you might see anywhere. And then for our bottom lash line, we're going to take this color right here and NARS Galapagos eyeshadow, which is this glittery brown. And you're just going to rub that onto the lower lash line. Just like that, and then let's go ahead and put on some bronzer. So for that we're using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark, which is this color right here. And I'm going to just use a fan brush like this by Sephora to get a really natural glow. Then we're going to move on to the eyebrows. I'm going to take a spoolie and just go ahead and straighten up my shape. And then we're going to use MAC's Lingering Pencil right here. Then for blush, I think we should go ahead and go with a pink blush for today. So let's see some options. I think I'm going to go with Blush Baby, which is this pink blush right here. It's by MAC. It's been one of my favorites. It's awesome for brides. If you guys do weddings and stuff like that, it is definitely like one of my must-have blushes. And And then for our highlight, I'm going to use Trace Gold Blush, which is also by MAC. But it's actually like, it's really pretty. It's got very well sifted glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and use this brush right here. This is by Inglot. It's called the 4SS. And I'm going to place Trace Gold just in the high points of my cheeks. And then for lips, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Barbecue Lip Liner by MAC. The Inglot color that I use for the inside of my lips is this one right here. It's from the Freedom palette. It's number 25. It's a lip paint. And then for my eyelashes, of course, you're going to just go ahead and curl your lashes. And I'm just going to curl it right here. And apply some mascara. I'm using MAC's Hot and Naughty Lash as my first coat, and then MAC False Lashes as my second coat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, then you guys can see the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed that makeup look. If you want to see some still shots from this look, go to my blog, spoilmebeautiful.blogspot.com. The link is down below, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys very soon. Bye!